In today's Style File, level up your wardrobe. If you're tired of the same brands filling up your closet, you may be surprised to hear you can shop more upscale European styles at an affordable price. Reachel Bagley with Cardigan Empire is here to share some of her favorite fashion brands from across the pond. It's so good to see you.
So good to see you, Brooke.
Okay, check me here, European brands. I'm guessing this is for the woman who, A, as I said, might be tired of some of the same looks in her closet, and B, wants to maybe invest in some fun pieces that aren't for every day,
right?
But they're the pieces that I pull out when I want to feel special.
Right, and you know what? The great thing about European fashion is these are the kind of people who really believe in buying less and wearing it more. So it's eco-friendly too. And you're doing something that really, like, you want to find pieces that say, this is me, and this is who I'm going to be, maybe even for the next decade.
So you may pay a smidge more than a Target.
But it's not ridiculously overpriced. This isn't fast fashion, but it's not like you're paying designer prices either.
And they're pieces that will last
Yeah, they're
forever.
very durable. I've tried all these brands, have them in my closet, and they last a long time.
And the actual style is a little more classic, right? Not a lot of trendy.
Yeah, not overly trendy. Definitely still on, like, pushing the envelope, but nothing that you're going to be like, I can't believe I wore that a month later.
Is the sizing different?
You know, most of the brands, they have like a European site and an American site.
Okay.
So when you go there, they automatically know, because Google is so smart, right, that you're from the US, and so they adjust their sizing. Now, all of these brands definitely do that, but if you ever do go to one, just look at the sizing chart and check your measurements. They usually have conversions and stuff like that too.
And mostly online options, or do I have some brick and mortar?
You know what? Most of them, you can find samples of them in brick and mortar. Most of these ones, they are available at Nordstrom and Anthropologie. You'll find smaller selections of them. But the great thing about going to their actual site is you'll have a bigger selection.
Okay, first brand you're pointing us to, And Other Stories.
Yes, I love And Other Stories.
This looks like you, and that's a huge
this is totally
compliment.
me.
Yeah.
So they have 3 different design houses. One's in Stockholm, one's in Paris, and one's in LA. So the fun thing about it is that you get kind of an amalgamation, right? Like, it's a little bit more like romantic and flirty from the Paris house. It's very minimalist and neutral from the Swedish house. And then the LA tends to push a little bit more trendy. So you get all these different pieces, and it just comes together looking very chic, very sophisticated, very fun. And they're owned by H&M, so you're already kind of familiar with that Swedish house already. It's just a little bit more upscale.
Point out some of the European style markers on this look you put together.
So on this one, you'll notice, like, they have a floral, but it's a little bit more sophisticated. It's a little more painterly. Then you'll notice, like, we've added, like, the vest, the suiting. They're a little bit more formal over, you know, across the pond. So all of these things, like, it's little tiny details. You're gonna feel comfortable in it. It still is gonna feel like you, just maybe, you know, a little bit more posh.
And I just want to say, before people gulp, we put up the price range of like 60 to 180, which I realize can be a budget kick for sure for any budget. We're throwing $40 and $45 Target dresses in our cart all the time.
And you can still find them on sale. You know, like 60 to 180 is generally their original retail price.
Well, I just think this is going to last us a lot longer than that dress that I grabbed on my grocery store trip, too.
Absolutely.
All right, the next brand, I've never heard of this, River Island, but look how
I know. See, River Island, I love. If you are looking for something for a girls' night or a special event or something like that, I love River Island for that. So River Island, they are a UK brand. You'll find them all over. Like, and they've been here for a long time, because back when I did a study abroad, I remember going into a River Island and feeling very fancy. That was a long time ago. So if you're looking for something like sequined, if you're looking for something a little bit like fancy, they call it like celebrating everyday life. River Island is a great fit for you. And they're actually a little bit lower than some of the other ones we looked at. You can find plenty there that's in the $35 range, $50 range. And you're not going to have to break the bank, because special occasion wear, you're not going to get a ton of wear out of it, right?
This is a cruise
dress. And so this is still super fun
wedding,
and super fancy. But, you know, like, it doesn't feel like it's going to fall apart as soon as you put it on. You might be able to get 2 or 3 wears out of it before, you know, you send it off to a sister or something like that.
Someone's style I really admire next to yours is Jenna Bush Hager on the Today Show. I think she has fantastic style, and she's been wearing a ton of Farm Rio lately. And that's your next line.
I love Farm Rio. Okay, and so it's not European. It's from Rio de Janeiro, right? But we got to throw it in, because it is so bold and playful and colorful. Like these other brands we've been looking at, they're a little maybe more romantic, or this one's a little more dramatic and edgy. This is full on bohemian. They've got like tons of embroidery and these rich colors, and it's just like go bold or go home. Like, these people are not embarrassed to show up and take center stage,
And
right?
you can't be with these kind of colors and combinations.
No, it's so fun. And I love, they've got tons of dresses and things, but like, even like their little t-shirts and things like that, you're going to be able to just feel kind of a little bit special wearing it on an everyday,
a little bit extra. And I know you're showing several different pieces, but to pull just the earrings if you're more subdued about it, or just the skirt
yeah,
if you're
absolutely.
feeling
Like
insecure.
you can take it to whatever level you're comfortable with.
But how fun.
I know.
It's the girl that
it's
says
like a
she
big
had a good
colorful
time.
hug, right?
She had a good time getting dressed. Yeah,
Right, yeah.
colorful
She's
hug.
having a lot of fun getting
I love
dressed.
that. I love that. All right, what's this final European tip
So
for
this
us?
one is Suzanne, and Suzanne is one of the ones that you might be able to only find online.
Lovely.
But it is just, you can even feel the fabric like it's nice and thick. This is gonna last you a long time. Their whole philosophy is that they want you to be able to wear this for several decades to come, maybe even hand it down to your kids, but it's still not a ridiculous price point, right? So this one, we've just got like this nice, like kind of little bit special blouse. You can pair that on the everyday. You could wear it, you know, dress it up with a skirt, dress it down with jeans. There's tons of options, but I love, they always add like little special details. It feels very feminine, very Parisian, very French. You know, you can get out your like little biscuits and, you know, some hot chocolate, whatever you need to like have that experience.
Will you educate us a little more? The European details I'm seeing on this particular blouse are?
So one is, you'll notice they've done on the sleeve, rather than just doing a plain sleeve, like underneath here, you can see they've done all the pleating and things like that.
Yeah.
The little bow on the side. Also, you'll notice that most of the things, they don't run overly tight when you're getting them from Europe. It's supposed to be like the looser the fit, the sexier the feel is, and one of the things they always say.
Okay.
And so when you're buying, don't think like, oh, that looks too oversized, I'm supposed to size down. The fabrics are supposed to drape better. Things are cut on the bias so it like hangs against the body better. So all of those things end up making like a very sophisticated fit, a very sophisticated feel, rather than, you know, just something straight off the fast fashion rack that you're gonna, you know, throw in the donation pile a month later.
Rach, you're so good at what you do. Rachel helps me pull myself together every day, and when my kids are having a hard time in the morning getting dressed for school, I'm like, go play Rachel. Go be Rachel.
Well, I know you got some really good interns in there.
We've got, yeah, your favorite interns, your star students are at my house. Thank you so much. Where can we get more advice from you?
You can find me at cardiganempire.com, and we actually will have, if you go to the blog, there are even more ideas.
Oh,
like
good.
I've got some more options in all kinds of different price points that we couldn't cover all today, so check me out there.
Cardiganempire.com.
Yeah, and you can find me on Instagram, same handle.
Styling services available too. Thank you so much, Rachel.